Job chapter 5. Eliphaz's response continues. Cry for help, but will anyone answer you? Which of the angels will help you? Surely resentment destroys the fool, and the jealous kills the simple. I have seen that fool may be successful for the moment, but then comes sudden disaster. The children are abandoned far from help. They are crushed in court with no one to defend them. The hungry devour their harvest, even when it is guarded by brambles. The thirsty pant after their wells, but evil does not spring from the soil, and trouble does not sprout from the earth. People are born for trouble as readily as sparks fly up from a fire. If I were you, I would go to God and present my case to Him. He does great things too marvelous to understand. He performs countless miracles. He gave rain for the earth and water for the field. He gave prosperity to the poor and protected those who suffered. He frustrates the plan of scammers, so the word of their hand will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so the cunning scheme are thwarted. They find it is dark in the daytime, and they grope at noon as if it were light. He rescued the poor from the cutting word of the strong, and rescued them from the clutch of the power. And so at last the poor have hope, and the snapping jaws of the weak are shut. But consider the joy of those corrected by God. Do not despise the discipline of the Almighty when you sin, for though he would, he also bandage. He strike, but his head also heal. From 6 disasters he will rescue you, even in the 7th. He will keep you from evil. He will save you from death in time of famine, from the power of the sword in time of war. You will be saved from slander and have no fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at the destruction and vermin. Wild animal will not terrify you. You will be at peace with the storm of the field, and the wild animal will be at peace with you. You will know that your home is safe when you survey your possession. Nothing will be missing. You will have many children. Your descendants will be as plentiful as grass. You will go to the grave at a ripe old age, like a sheaf of grain harvested at the proper time. We have studied life and found all this to be true. Listen to my counsel and apply it to yourself. Chapter 6. Job's second speech is response to Eliphaz. Then Job spoke again. If my misery could be weighed and my trouble be put on the scales, they would outweigh all the sand of the sea. That is why I spoke impulsively, for the mighty has struck me down with his arrows. The position infected my spirit. God's terrors are lined up against me. Didn't I have a right to complain? Don't wild donkey bray when they found no grass, and oxen bellowed when they have no food? Don't people complain about unsalted food? Does anyone want the tasteless white of an egg? My appetite disappeared when I looked at it. I gained at the thought of eating it. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant my desire. I wish that he would crush me. I wish he could reach out his hand and kill me. At least I can take comfort in this. Despite the pain, I have no denying the word of the Holy One, but I don't have the strength to endure. I have nothing to live for. Do I have the strength of a stone? Is my body made of bronze? No, I'm utterly helpless, without any chance of success. One should be kind of a fainting friend, but you accuse me without any fear of the Almighty. My brothers, you have proved as unreliable as a seasonal brook that overflows its banks in the spring when it is swollen with ice and melting snow. But when the hot weather arrives, the water disappears. The brook vanished in the heat. The caravans turned aside to be refreshed, but there is nothing to drink, so they die. The caravan from Tamar searched for this water. The traveler from Sheba hoped to find it. They count on it but are disappointed. When they arrive, their hopes are dashed. You too have given no hope. You have seen my calamity and you are afraid. But why have I ever asked you for a gift? Have I begged you for anything of yourself for myself, yours for myself? Have I asked you to rescue me from my enemy or to save me from ruthless people? Teach me and I will keep quiet. Show me what I have done wrong. All this world can be painful, but what do all your criticism amount to? Do you think your words are convincing when you disregard my cry of desperation? You would even send an orphan into slavery or sell a friend. Look at me. Would I lie to your face? Stop assuming my guilt, for I've done no wrong. Do you think I'm lying? Don't I know the difference between right and wrong? Chapter 7. Is not all human life is struggle? Our lives are like that of a hired hand, like a worker who longs for the shade, like a servant waiting to be paid. I too have been assigned months of futility, long and wearing light of misery. Lying in bed, I think, when will it be morning? But the light drags on, and I toss till dawn. My body is covered with maggot and scabs. My skin breaks open, zooming with pus. The job cry out to God. My day flies faster than a weaver's shuttle. They end without hope. Oh God, remember that my life is but a breeze, and I will never again feel happiness. You see me now, but not for long. You will look for me, but I will be gone. Just as the cloud dissipates and vanish, those who die will not come back. They are gone forever from their home, never to be seen again. I can't keep from speaking. I must express my anguish. My bitter soul must complain. Am I a sea monster or a dragon that you must place me under guard? I think my bed will comfort me, and sleep will ease my misery, but then you shelter me with dream and terrified me with vision. I would rather be strangled, rather die than suffer like this. I hate my life and don't want to go on living. Oh, leave me alone for my few remaining days. What are people that you should make so much of us, that you should think of us so often? For you examine us every morning and test us every moment. Why won't you leave me alone, at least long enough for me to swallow? If I've seen what I've done to you, or watcher of all humanity, why make me your target? Am I a burden to you? Why not just forgive my sin and take away my guilt? For soon I will die. I will lie down in the dust and die. When you look for me, I will be gone. All right, and then we go into the chapter 8. So those three chapters are talking about Job's complaint, and then his friend's response, and then he responds again. So it's talking about more detail about Job's history. Is the story? What is Job's reaction? Now Job is facing some testing. All right, so that is today's Bible learning. Hope everyone like it. God bless everyone. Let's see you tomorrow.